Hello, and today we are here with the Hubro C70 VTOL craft. And the reason I'm an editor is because this thing does something actually pretty cool. Just wait a second. It's spawning. It moves out of the hangar itself. See, it just starts driving out of the hangar with those wheels of it. It just starts driving out of the hangar by itself. And it's really good because it just drives out itself, and you don't have to like go through the stress of getting it out of the hangar, which is pretty cool. It's weird though, you can run as fast as it moves. So it stops, then it allows you to open up the thing, then you can go in here, you can hop right in and close the door. Then you immediately have parachutes in case you need to escape. You have all the gear, diving gear, scuba gear, and thermal gear. You have a cabin here. You have your cabin here. Then you go over here. You have a cabin here. Then you have a bathroom, like your shower area. Then you have a toilet room. Then there's a bunch of other stuff, but first we're gonna go to the bridge. There's fire equipment as soon as you walk in, and then you go to the really cool looking bridge, which has a lot of cool things. So you can sit here. You have to put on the main power, engines power, then bridge power. Then you have all these different buttons that you can press. There's so many different buttons that you can press. And then you go over here. You do that. You turn off the ground brake thrust. Then you press the engine's ignition button. Then you turn on your navigation lights. Then you get ready for takeoff. So, it's kind of, what is that? There's like a dude just like in front of my thing. That's weird. I know what that is now. Never. So I'm gonna fly up. I'm gonna go up. I had to wait for the engines to get ready. Alright, and lift off. So once you're in the air, you're pretty much ready to go. You can plug in your altitude hold. Like I'm gonna go at 200. I press here, altitude hold. Then I'm gonna do hold full speed. I'm gonna go up. And this is like a cool feature because you can do stuff like that. And you can enable the camera, and I can like look around. I can zoom in, zoom out, go into infrared mode. And then what's really cool, I can look in the cargo bay and see what's going on in there. Also, they updated the resolution of the thing. I have a really good computer, so I have it pumped up all the way. So now we're gonna look at some other features of it by walking around. So there's an emergency escape in case there's an emergency. Then you can go out here. Then you open the door, and you're out in the halls. There's more cabins. They're the same as the ones I first showed you. There's obviously a mirror of that stuff over there. Then you have all this stuff that they list there. You can put a sick dude in here. You have like more cabins. They're literally the same exact thing as the first cabins. Is this one different? This one's different, as a chair in it. Then you go up here, and there's kind of like the crew lounging area. There's a big screen TV to watch videos, like my videos, because you want to watch it on that big screen. Then you can go over here. There's an escape pod you can hop into. There's closets and drawers if those actually work. They don't work. So then here's where you can dock a smaller version, the Hubro E11. You just press this open roof button and the roof opens. Then you just press the button again and the roof closes. I will not put the thing in here because I've tried that and it doesn't work out too well, so I'm gonna skip that. There's probably someone else on YouTube who has done that, and they probably do it better than me. Then here's a gym in case you want to work out. You can run on your treadmill, be like, hey, I need to work out, even though I can't jump. Oh, here we go. You can just kind of like do that. You can sit down. You can do the bench press if you could lift that up, and you can do the barbell thingies. Then there's your cabins. You can just look in there. Then you close the door. Then you can see there's another cabin here. Then you go exit, and then there's like a bathroom in here. And then here's the area of the storage. You can open this front ramp up and like wheel in a car or whatever you want to. Might be like a car you have to pick up or bring in like a big thing. Then you can do floor magnet toggling. You can enable your floor magnets. Then you can open up the floor hatch. So then you can like bring up, like there's a container winch. You can bring the container winch down. Well, it's not gonna go really down, but you can see it has laser pointers. When you activate, there's laser pointers which are totally bugging out because we're moving. You can put main winches down. Then there's some stuff over here like harness winch to rescue people. There's open rear floor hatch, which is right there. Thought I was gonna fall out for a second. You can pump fuel. You can put the harness winches down. Then there's a little area up here if you want to like go up and like inspect the cargo bay and be like, what's going on? Then you walk down the steps, and that's really pretty much it. And then once I get back to the helm, there's a few more things that you can do. Otherwise, at the end of the episode, I'll launch the escape pod, because that's kind of hard to do, and you still need to do some reviewing. So now I'm going to show the flare drop. We set it to night. They added flares to the game, so all you do is press drop the illumination flare, and an illumination flare drops, and then you can see things better that you couldn't see. So that's cool. Then you can turn on floodlights and front lights. We'll see that at night. You could light up a pretty big area, I'd say, with those. Then you have your map over here. It tells you coordinates, heading, and temperature of the outside. And you have your main winch. You can like activate the winch from up here. You can do your ground brake thrust, and that's really it. I don't know what this does. You can do the transponder and generator. I don't know what that does. You can switch to your reserve battery, meat alarm, stock loudspeaker. A lot of the things are I've already done. And then you have your fuel tanks, and you can read all the readings of the engines. And this is a pretty cool craft. I'd highly recommend to check it out if you have this game. Then you have like a couch up here. You can just kind of like sit in the couch. And I'm gonna fly it around a bit, show actually how pretty maneuverable it is for how big it is. It's a very maneuverable craft, so you can turn pretty fast. You just kind of like hold down the button and you spin around pretty fast considering the size. Then you can move pretty fast. I don't know what the top speed is. It just tells you that whatever that is. Like it just kind of tells you your speed. I don't know what, I can't really translate that. I don't know what Kayas is. Then there's like your flag that they put there. Then you have the name of the craft and a little eagle. Then you have like the outside area that like you board in on. You can also board in on the front. There's a camera. There's your landing gear down there. I was kind of surprised they don't go up. And that's really it. I guess I can show off the escape pod. Let me turn it to day. I'll launch an escape pod really fast. I guess that'll be interesting. I'll just launch an escape pod and try not to be in it because, you know, I don't really want to launch. I'm gonna run to a seat. See if, yeah, see, it just deploys a parachute. Oops, I hit my mic. Deploys a parachute and you just kind of like and you fall. So that's basically what the escape pod does. It's nothing very special. The escape pod like isn't like really like anything like they can't really fly it, control it or anything. It would have been cool if you could like control, like it was like the mini Hubro or something. That would be cool. And that's really it for the episode. If you guys enjoyed that, hit your like button, hit the subscribe button, and just fly your Stormworks Hubro C70, and we'll see you guys next time on the next episode of the Gaming Review. Bye.